What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Ben here at Galactic News Center. Today, going to be talking about the recent rumors swirling around the supposed Boba Fett movie and whether or not this means that they're scrapping the movie idea altogether. First off, I should point out that any movie rumored, whether it's a Boba Fett movie or an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, it isn't coming out until 2020. So they haven't started production or written a script or cast anybody like that yet. At this point, Disney is simply brainstorming more areas to explore in the Star Wars galaxy. A popular option on the table was a Boba Fett movie, and recently they have pulled back the reins on that project a little bit, which is okay. I like that they said they don't even have to start making the movie for a couple of years. But what I'm hoping is that when they're rethinking the direction of the future of the Star Wars movies, they actually scrap the Boba Fett movie altogether. And I'll get into why I don't really want to see a feature Boba Fett movie here in a bit. I get that there's a following out there for Boba Fett, and for those people who are most likely going to be upset with my opinion on that, but even the most hardcore bounty hunter fans can't deny that his fame in the original trilogy was largely because of his mysterious nature. I mean, how do you make a movie about a guy? Mind you, he's the main character of the movie. How do you make a feature movie about Boba Fett, a guy that barely spoke in two different movies and then died by getting bumped into a sarlacc pit? His goofy death in episode 6 almost solidified for me that Lucas never had any major plans for the dude. And I think there is a silver lining in that. There's something to be said about the beauty of Star Wars here. That a guy who, in my opinion, was just a cool character that made an appearance in the movies, nothing else, somehow develops a cult following to the point where there's actually a group of people in the universe somewhere that wants to see a Boba Fett movie. Only in Star Wars would you see a fan base. Would something like that be possible? And I do see the beauty in that. Even though I don't want to see a Boba Fett movie, it is awesome how powerful the Star Wars cult following really is. For me, the movie would just have no interesting plot, nothing that they could do with Boba Fett explaining how he got to where he is, where we see him in episode 5, would be interesting enough to make an entire movie about it, in my opinion. Not only that, but he's a villain. And I'm not saying that there aren't compelling stories for the villains out there, but it would be hard for the movie to be centered around Boba Fett doing all these illegal activities, collecting bounties for the Empire, for Jabba the Hutt, or whatever he's doing. And for those of you out there who say that's exactly what the Han Solo movie is going to be doing, is showing Han's smuggling days under Jabba, that situation's a little bit different. A Han Solo movie is different because no matter how slimy Han Solo appears in his anthology movie, we know the character eventually becomes a good man and helps defeat the Empire. There's a certain redemption for Han Solo that we know takes place, so watching him in the formative years as a smuggler, we aren't completely disgusted with his actions because we know in a couple years when he grows up, it's going to be a really honorable dude and he's going to help save the galaxy. For Boba Fett, we know where the train ends. There is no redemption for that guy. He was a slimeball in the original trilogy and he would be a slimeball in his own movie. I just don't think it's in Disney's nature to make an entire movie about a guy who has been doing the dirty work of the galaxy his entire life and then died doing it. So let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see a Boba Fett movie? Do you not? If you do, what do you think of the movie? Would it even be worth seeing? What other movies would you like to see from Star Wars? Let me know. This has been Galactic News Center. I'm Ben. Thanks for watching, and as always, join me, and together we'll rule the galaxy.